J&M, I'm putting you on, bro. I'm putting you on. Don't start dancing, J&M. Are we hate watching C9 today? 100%. All right. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our inside scoop from Mr. Tactical Rob. This is becoming our new stall. Tarik, I saw the Insta story. Damn, you look good. Type shit. I got that dog in me. You see that sweat imprint? That's just crazy, no? Are they in the studio this weekend? Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, they are. Should we start with this or should we chill for now? The curls are curling, brother. Curls are curling, brother. What's the play? Start? All right, fuck it. He starts off so fast. Holy fuck. Muted? Oh, shit. I got you.
Let's talk about development news. Massive games going down last night. 100T secure their qualification spot through to the playoffs after a big win against 2G. Boostio finally puts a good map performance on the board, but the big drama really was around
he doesn't line before he starts the video.
Disqualification that happened just a few days ago. Right now, come out with their official.
No, I'm not on 2x speed, but it feels like I am. What the fuck's happening? All right, let's go back to our video.
Information on the matter, and it's far worse than many of us even thought. Very much enjoyed your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always. Starting here, this is Fnatic signing Prod. Now, this is confusing to many, right? Because Prod, as entertaining of a character as he can sometimes be, it does not seem on paper to be the perfect fit.
Bro, look at the pictures. What are these pictures they chose of Prod? What? They put up a gym pic and a picture. Oh my god. Bro. How hard could it have been to make brother go to the fucking studio, take a headshot? Get some professional shit going, no? Like Fnatic, you know? You would expect Fnatic to like get him to take a pro headshot, right?
For the type of organization that Fnatic.
Wouldn't that be better? I think so, but I don't know.
There was even discussion here. Well, Prod obviously says, glad to join as the 6th man and 2nd American to the roster. I'll be ready to sub myself in.
He is anti-studio because of moon landing. What does that mean?
At any moment. And, but as Cosmic Devon says, I kind of, I get his perspective, right? Because Fnatic's.
He thinks that landing on the moon is fake? Thinks he's a moon landing denier. Like I feel like Prod didn't reach that conclusion on his own. I feel like one of his friends must have said that and then got convinced. Or he's a professional rage baiter. It's a popular conspiracy theory that we never went to the moon, brother. Would I ever sell bathwater? Depends. How much you paying? He's a rage baiter, LMAO. How do people not know this?
Brand, especially in Valorant, is built off, let's say, Boaster's personality. Like.
I feel like this is an example of an org not understanding their brand. Whole image is built off a likable character like Boaster who's fun and quirky. They signed someone who's aggressively the opposite of that. The fans do not seem happy, LOL.
Character, fun, quirky, whatever, right? Pred doesn't necessarily fit the bill, and maybe that's okay, right? I mean, we saw the other day, Leviathan, they picked up Curry as a content creator, and they've been getting some backlash for that from the Latin American fans, saying this doesn't really fit the bill, and it was kind of the same story with Fnatic yesterday. Now, the reason why this is happening, I'm not 100% sure. It may be related to the Esports World Cup and some of those associated factors, because we've seen quite a lot of this over the last few days. Teams picking up content creators at around about this time. We know that these teams are partnered with the Esports World Cup. There are some sort of metrics, I imagine, that they consider when it comes to engagement, and it's possibly one of the reasons why we're seeing this move from teams such as Fnatic, but it was certainly a controversial one at that. But let's dive into this. So, Juvenile Dornan, as we know, he was banned the other day, and look, I'm not going to go through every single piece of evidence and like timeline.
Gooners, this one's for you.
that they go through here, but obviously it's worth just scrolling through if you guys would like to read it and exactly which rules that he has, well, breached effectively in the way that Riot see it. 4.1 and 5.11, the ruling they've come up to, the reasoning they've come
Holy
up
shit,
with
they did
as
an
well
entire
on the
report
matter,
on
in
him.
addition to the sanction that is involved
Look
as
at this,
well.
dude.
The TLDR is as follows. Riot Games completed an
Wait, they put a TLDR on the official announcement as well? What has our world come to?
investigation into potential breaches of the Riot Games Esports Global Code of Conduct, 4.1 general obligations, and 5.11, as we saw. Juvenile sent direct messages to over 60
DMs? All right, look at this. Juvenile sent direct messages to over 60 individuals on social media.
individuals on social media.
Holy fuck.
Many of these messages went unanswered. And just
left on red. I wonder if you were like followed up.
to quickly comment on this, there was some further discussion that, 60 individuals came forward to say, Juvenile messaged me something.
Wait. He didn't DM me. All good.
That, I mean, look, and even if the things that he messaged them, some of them we saw the screenshots last time were pretty outrageous, but it's just the general concept, and we'll have a look at the articles in a second that he's breached in terms of why this is clearly not okay. But 60 individuals came forward to Riot and effectively said, he messaged me. More, I'm sure, have not said anything, right? Like that's
60 confirmed. Brother, if there's 60 confirmed, he might have sent out 600 messages. There could have been hundreds.
the general feeling anyway. So many of these messages went unanswered, included invitations to meet, suggestive or potentially inappropriate content, and references to Riot Games' venue, raising concerns regarding blurred personal and professional boundaries. Aggravating factors include the volume and persistence of these messages, contact with at least one individual who identified as a minor. So, I mean, it can't get too much worse. I mean, Juvenile, people are saying he lived up to his name or whatever, right?
Damn, this is fucking crazy. Like, I don't know. This is.
But his position as a head coach and overall lack of duty of care regarding online safety.
I'm pretty sure Juvenile. I don't really know him, to be honest. At all. I used to in CS. I'm pretty sure he competed, so I think I've competed versus him. But he's like someone who's been in the scene for a super long time. I'm pretty sure.
As a result, Juvenile suspended from all
But this is like, dude, this is not good. Not good in any way.
competitions for 12 months, effective when this first came out a week or so ago, and is required to complete an executive training on conduct, respect, and professionalism prior to re-entry into the ecosystem, right? So, it's got a 12-month ban. These are the rules, of course. I mean, pretty much the TLDR gave a decent assessment on what happened there.
Gooners do not claim him.
And GA, of course, have got rid of him as well. It's not like it's, global esports, it's fine. Just sit the year out, Preston. You'll be back next year, all good. No, he's obviously been kicked from global esports. They've done their conversations on it, and
they should permaban him. Do you guys think a 1-year ban for this is sufficient? I think the minor part threw me off, but I don't think anyone's hiring him after this ban, bro. True. It would be a PR disaster to hire him after this, probably. What was Chet's ban for? 3 months for leaking VODs or doing VOD review on stream? I mean, Chet got 6 months for that. He got 12 months for this. I feel like he got a slap on the wrist, low key. But yeah, I would be surprised if he was able to come back. Like, not only sitting out for a year, but also just your reputation is fucking ruined. Also, like, for something like this, it's pretty detrimental because I feel like now if you Google his name, like, this stuff will come up. So, like, this stuff really would bleed over.
even if he comes back after 12 months and is available to compete again and become a coach again, I think that there are certainly some organizations that will. It might be as good as like a lifetime ban on some. I don't know which organizations are gonna be like, yeah, sounds great, guy. Like, come on in. Let's become part of our team again. Congrats, Juvenile, our new head coach.
Also, that haircut should be another 3-month ban.
I don't really see that happening because like Chet's got banned, but he didn't get banned for anything of this kind of descript. So him coming back in was no real surprise. In this case, it possibly would be. So anyway, that's the update for you guys on that. Quick update around the world. This is the Chinese region, and we're seeing some interesting games happening there, especially this one, DRG versus Tyloo. A big 2-1 win for Tyloo gets them to 1-4 and puts DRG bit of a tricky spot. I mean, look, they're fine for now. But if FPX were to win and get to 3-2, DRG actually lose the head-to-head tiebreaker with Titan Esports Club if they were to be in that position as well. So yeah, it gets pretty technical in Group Alpha. And in Group B, we do have a series just underway. Wolves are playing All Gamers. This is actually going potentially down to the wire. But yeah, unfortunately, All Gamers, well, the game isn't over yet, right? But it would be a classic All Gamers to show a bit of promise and then lose anyway. They've had a pretty rough time. But at least Tyloo got a win for them on the board. In the Pacific, we've also got some interesting games. This, I think, is just now concluded. Yeah, Nongchim took the win 2-0 against Team Secret. Big win for them. Again, Team Secrets continue just to be very lackluster and underwhelming. 13-10, 13-3 in the end on their map pick on the split.
Team Secret and Shambles.
They go down, and then we've got the other game, of course, on the other side, DRX versus Boom Esports, and this is shaping
it's only
up
a 10-minute
really
video, bro. We'll
the
survive.
Xbox has gone 13-8 in favor of Boom Esports.
The man, yeah.
What a showing this has been over the last couple of weeks for them. The progress that they've made. Okay, I mean, that was DRX's map pick as well there on the Icebox. Not like it massively matters for DRX. They're still leading the group anyway, but this...
We have to watch these every day. I think these are good to watch.
It is the battle for the first seed, effectively.
Only
DRX
10 minutes.
Boom Esports, and right now, that is a clinic that they put a lot of the game on. So we'll talk about that, of course, in due course as well. These are how the groups look over there for now. Paper Exit's not completely done and dusted yet, but they have some big games against DFM and GE coming up very shortly. In EMEA, we had two big games yesterday. Fnatic took down Apex 2-0, and KC took down M80 2-0, or M8, sorry, like Gentlemates, not M80, always confusing. Pretty big loss for Gentlemates, really. I mean, given the kind of context of that, with Kamek coming in recently, you know, Zaipan and all those guys over there, to go down 2-0 to KC. Big win for KC. Sure, they now sit themselves top of the group, so maybe a bit of a redemption for them. Fnatic continue to advance to the top of their group. Apex and Giantex look like, as we expected really, to be the two teams not making it through to the playoffs in Europe. We had some big games though in North America, especially 100T getting back in action last.
Well, let's continue this video.
Last night, and well, we'll see that result in a second. The first one was this, a G2 versus Leviathan. This was a really important game for both teams, obviously, but I think it's potentially kind of an exciting feature for Lev, just that they were at least competitive. This wasn't a complete bloodbath, as many of us expected it, frankly, to be. They've obviously made the change with Rossi coming in, and to be fair, there were moments in this series where Demon 1 showed glimpses of being, you know, 2023 Demon 1 all over again. So, you know, he's on the Brimstone, on the Jet, on the Neon, right, against one of the very best teams in the entire world. But unfortunately for Lev, Trent is just a bit too good. The final map, we certainly saw that on the Haven, on the Tejo, and there wasn't really much they could do. But it was the Fracture, kind of, you know, some moments on the Brimstone from Demon 1, certainly on their defensive side, which are pretty impressive. And the latest, we saw a bit of it too as well here with Demon 1, but eventually they did go down. At the Fracture, they did win 13-11, which was really impressive from Lev, to be fair, to even get a map on the board here. But of course, one map is not necessarily enough, and this confirms G2 to be the absolute top seed, or they could potentially still be second seeds, but pretty much they're going to be right there for the seeding. And as Rossi says, grateful and blessed to have this team. We came from looking like complete bums to a competent team. Give us more time and we'll make it happen, right? So we'll see if Lev can keep turning it around. But yesterday it was a loss, but it was better than we had seen previously. 2G versus...
Holy fuck, I made it. Go back. Went from getting the highlights. My only highlights now are a fucking watch party.
It was a loss, but it was better than we had seen previously. 2G versus 100T was critical last night as well, and this was such a massive round here from Cryo. I mean, have a look at I don't really know what they're doing, to be fair, these lads, but they do just all go down and Cryo kills every single one. Big round, right? Because to get to...
Fuck.
To 10-11 there, eventually take the map and eventually take the series was big because, I mean, 2G, for all the drama, they got rid of Zap, or Zap got rid of himself, or there was some issue. the team obviously has some talent on it, and they've been better anyway since that happens. But Boostio, can you believe it? After a few weeks now of not playing especially well, I know it's against 2G, so it is what it is. But Boostio gets one, and he's here with the Sheriff, and he actually just like has an absolute masterclass. I mean, look at this, 1-2, and he closes out the round as well with the final kill onto silence. So yeah, nice game for Boostio really, and again, pretty critical rounds because after winning the game 1, they're down 3-0 on the Icebox, and Boostio comes up with a big round. So 2 crucial Sheriff moments from Crow and Boostio that really turns the tide to the series. And after that round, it was then a 13-6 for 100T. The game 1 was a 15-13 banger overtime. Crow was 30-18 for the win. So, you know, 2G looking better, like fundamentally, which is kind of strange, given they got rid of their in-game leader in controversial circumstances. But they at least played well enough 100T to get over the line. 2-0 versus 2G. I think we made playoffs, and I believe that is now effectively confirmed. So, you know, playoffs isn't everything. You want to have a good seed for the playoffs if you can. Of course, Boostio has talked about it as well. You know, he's back, no longer a pig and all this stuff. And this is the way that it looks right now in the Americas. So 100T at 3-1, yeah, that's no problem at all. They've made the playoffs absolutely guaranteed. Their final game is against Crew, which is potentially battle for the first seed over there, although Sentinels may have something to say about that as well. G2 are 4-0. Potentially C9 could take it away from them, but it's pretty unlikely that that #1 seed is going to go anywhere else. The big question for many really is about NRG, because NRG, of course, got beaten by G2. They got beaten by Cloud9, and you know, they got 2-0 smoked by G2 really, and now Liv are putting up a bit of a better fight, so it's kind of confusing. Of course, the big games are Furia, C9, and Sen and Loud this evening. Loud can still potentially make it as well. It's not impossible. No names available. Did a bit of analysis here to say that, you know, G2 and C9 can potentially do it. MIBR it's possible too, but pretty unlikely. Lev can still get 4th if they win against NRG. So that's the big result, right? And that's the key feature to note in Group A, or Group Omega, sorry. And as you can see at the bottom here, it's the final game, Lev versus NRG. That will effectively determine who makes it through, because Fury are likely to be cooked. I think, in fact, they are for sure guaranteed. They can't make it anymore. So NRG Lev, that one series is just the crucial series, and whoever loses it, you know, it's time to blow it up. I think those rosters will not be long for this world. So very much interested to your thoughts on all of this stuff in the comment section below. Hit the
What the fuck? Right. Well, who the fuck are those two?
like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Take care, and I'll see you next time.
Rob, we want more news, brother. Where's the drama? What are we gonna do with this?
Okay, perfect.
I will bag it up.
Huh?
Perfect. I'm gonna go get you everything you want, sweetheart. You stay in the nest.
What's happening here?
Thank you, Mama.
Oh my god, take care of our little nuggets.
Here you go. More money.
Is this schedule 1?
Hey.
Go buy yourself whatever you want.
Oh my god. Sugar mamas everywhere. Okay, so 1 grow tent, a lot of soil.
Wait, I like being a grower. I feel like a trad wife.
It's fun, right?
Yeah.
Like this
You guys
system
think I
doesn't
would
work without
have fun
me.
playing this game or
I
not?
literally need you.
You guys will say yes, Nanny.
Feels so important. Cranky.
All right, wait, the match is live. Oh my god.
On this newest iteration of Cloud9.
The fuck? Hello?
Indeed. We are indeed, Legion. Mitch backing away here. Oh god, Hammock wants
I don't even have fun playing Valorant. True.
Oh, Minerva, Mitch breaks
Nah,
so his
I
kill
do.
runs out.
Sometimes.
Victor's going to be able to trade things back out here, and Cloud9 are not messing around. Khalil, who almost gave us...